All right, my friends, we are continuing on in science with our alternative or renewable energy types. So just like we did with our fossil fuels, we're going to kind of be reviewing today these different types of resources and energy. So we want to remember that there are 5 types of alternative energy. This is hydropower, wind, biomass, geothermal, and solar power. And these are all alternatives to fossil fuels. So that's one of the reasons we call them alternate. Remember, guys, you can pause throughout this video so that you can type in your missing pieces. The next thing we have is wind. Wind turns the turbines to run the generators that convert energy into electricity. So you can see here we have our doodle note to help us remember what this is. So basically, wind is blowing, it turns the turbine, which then our generator uses the energy from the turning of the turbine to generate electricity. The electricity then runs through the wires and it ends up joining the power grid that way. Then we have solar. So with solar power, photovoltaic cells convert heat from the sun directly into electricity. So the photovoltaic cells are inside of the solar panels, which, yes, sometimes we do see on the sides of houses, but they also can just be in like open fields and spaces, right? Around where I live, there is there's actually several large solar farms. And so the photovoltaic cells change our sunlight, the heat from the sunlight, directly into electricity, and then it winds down. You can see here we have kind of like a little power bank. Maybe this house is storing some of that energy, and then the rest of it goes to the grid. Remember, you can pause. Next, we have hydropower. So flowing water turns turbines to run generators that convert energy into electricity. So the place that we have most frequently seen this throughout history is at dams, but we are starting to use hydropower more when we're talking about currents off the coasts of like beaches and things like that, off the coasts of countries. So here with hydropower, you can see we have the river. It has the dam to stop it, so it can only flow through this one way. And then in there, we have a turbine. The turbine, as it spins, that energy gets turned into electricity in the generator. And then it travels along our power lines to join the power grid. Oliver. Next, we have geothermal. So with geothermal, heat from the Earth's core is accessed by drilling steam wells. Underground heat warms your home or a space, right? Geo means earth, thermal means heat. So here's how this works. Remember we talked about the piping? So the piping is placed into holes that are drilled into the earth. So here we can see we're at the heat of the earth. This is all within the crust, guys. This does not go down to the mantle. Sometimes kids don't realize that. This is all just within the crust of the earth, right? If you get deep enough down, it gets hot. So we run these pipes through the crust, and as it returns, it goes in as water, but it comes back as steam or very hot water, basically. And finally, biomass. Biomass is produced from animal fats, vegetable oils, recycled greases, forestry, and human waste products. So the one that I talked about yesterday and is probably the best example is from corn. Most of our fruits and vegetables are natural, have natural sugars in there. Most food has sugar in it, right? So the sugar in corn is pulled out and that is turned into ethanol, which we can then use to make gasoline. Ethanol is a type of alcohol, right? So it doesn't just have to be from corn, right? You can use fats and oils too. So some people use like the one that people always think about is like my brain's gonna work. So like fast food places, they use oil to fry their my brain to like fry their fries and their chicken nuggets and things like that. Any kind of like fried food. People can collect that, and if your vehicle is calibrated or set up the correct way, you can actually use that vegetable oil or fat waste to run your car if your car is set. So that's like your recycled greases. You can also do this with vegetable oils and fats. So they've even looked into using human waste products, right? So we use animal waste products. So some people, even today, but especially way back when, who were out in the West, kind of like that central part of the country, they used to use cow poop. You would dry it out, cow patties. You dry that out and you burn it, and it makes a really great fuel for your fire. So they used to use that. So we have other alternatives to things like wood and coal. All right, guys, this is everything that I have for you guys today for the lesson portion. The remainder of the day today, what I want you guys to do is I did post a worksheet for you. I want you guys to go ahead and work on that worksheet. It's going to help you guys get ready for our test tomorrow. And once you're done with that, we are good to go, my friends. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk with you more on Friday. Bye.